Okay, welcome back. I thought I'd add another game to my channel. This one's called Empyrion Galactic Survival. Basically, you build your own bases, your spaceships, and you meet strange and new alien races, and you shoot them and you nick their planets. So yeah, let's jump on in. I haven't played this too much, but we'll go Space Monkey 100. That'll do. I've like had a few little sort of play arounds with this first level. This first starting world, I should say, and it's probably the easier place to start on because you don't have to worry about producing your own oxygen. You can travel between planets on this one too, but I'll just randomise that until I like the look of the number. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, there's my seed if you're playing this world as well. Oh look, there's two ore deposits right there. We'll try and land like quite close to the main. We'll grab a couple of those. Magnesium around here somewhere too. Where is it? Okay, it's across that lake, but that's good. That's good. Iron deposit. Another iron deposit. Far out. Awesome. Okay, we'll try and crash land here. You can steer this pod a little bit left and right, but you can't go up. You can't go up. You can go down, I think. Oh, here we go. Press T to leave the pod. Some of the keys are a little bit different, so you might want to rebind your keys a bit so it's a bit more familiar. But you do start with a whole bunch of stuff, which is good. All the essentials. Projectile pistol, a drill, get some food and some raw materials as well, some lights, and a couple other machines. I'll get into those in a minute. Let's have a look at the map. Okay, so we've got magnesium over the other side of the lake. We can use that to build bullets. We've got iron and cobalt. Now we need those two for building materials for our base and all sorts of things, machines and that. So we'll come over this. Look, there's all sorts of trippy plants. That one's not so trippy though, it's just sugar cane. But look at this one. Cobra leaves. See, I'm getting experience every time I pick up those. So it's worthwhile to, pick plants if you come across them. And it sort of goes down that way, so I'll get my drill. Left click. And it just eats away at the wheel. Okay? It's a really easy way to mine in this game, it's good. So I'll bring you back once I'm down to the deposit. You see, I've been mining here for a little bit. I found this big deposit down here underground. We'll pick up this, see, cobalt ore. And pick up this crushed stone too, because we'll need that later. But I'm going to mine a bit more of this and I'll bring you back. Okay, that'll be enough for now. I got like about 70 bits of ore or something. Okay, jetpack. It's cool, this game has a jetpack. Press the J. And then we're going to go to this iron deposit as well. And we'll get some of that too. That was the one that was right next to me? Yep. Okay, cool. And we'll do the same on this one. We'll sort of go down on a diagonal. Up that way. Okay, I'll bring you back soon. Okay, welcome back. I've got a little bit of iron ore. That's good. We can come back to that one too. So we'll think about where we're going to put our base now then. There's magnesium up there. Maybe around there so we can mine some magnesium at night. So we'll go northwest. That way. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's the sort of game where if you don't find a good place to start, it gets really hard, or if you start in the wrong place, you know? If you kind of bugger up the start, because they do give you just enough to survive and get going, but if you make the wrong things or waste some resources, it's really hard to get back up again. But another thing we'll do, we'll get some trees, because we'll be using these for building blocks. And look for the log, yep, there it is. You do start with a chainsaw. You don't have much fuel for it, but it's enough to get you going. I'd say 2 or 3 trees, I think. Maybe another one. There we go, that way. Okay. sweet. We'll get some more of these plants. We'll get that one too. And I'll get a little bit more experience. Okay, one more. Okay, so I've got 17 logs. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it does multiply it out to a lot of wooden blocks. Iron ore, yeah, I don't have really too much of that. I'd probably do with like maybe a couple thousand of that really, but that's enough now because we're running out of drill charges. We've got 2 left, and we're going to need that later on. It's 400 meters away, that magnesium. Oh yeah, take your helmet off on this planet because the atmosphere is breathable. There's a bit of water there too, that's good. Now is this magnesium this side of the mountain? I think it might be. Okay, yeah, that'll be good. I think that's where I'll set up. I'll just mine straight into the mountain, into that magnesium deposit, and build like an underground bunker under there. Here's some crazy animal noises. Yeah. But one thing I'll do while I'm on this lakeside, I'll just make sure I'm a bit closer to where that deposit is we're going to place one of our machines. It's an O2 generator. And once we do get into space, see, one of my goals is to get up to that moon. You can fly to that moon. So I'll have to build a spaceship with oxygen, with all the gears I'm going to need to go up to that planet. O2 generator. So we must all start making it now. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty good. I'll just plonk it down here. That'll be right. Now you might be tempted to put it underwater, but as long as the base of it's blue, it'll generate the same amount. But I was going to say, yeah, sometimes I'll put it underwater, but then I'll have trouble finding them because they're blue, and the water's blue, and you know, they're really hard to see. So good, we'll just leave that chunking along. See, I'll put some power packs in it, so it'll just run along and automatically make me some oxygen. Here's this deposit. It's right down there. So we could just dig like straight down and start our base where that magnesium is. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'll bring you back once I've dug a bit of a hole. Okay, welcome back. I've dug quite a bit of a hole down here. This is where we're going to spend the first night. We're going to tidy this up. It looks pretty messy, but this is going to be the place where we're going to stick our first few machines we need to build our base and survive. You see, I'm quite a long way underground, so that the space monsters at night shouldn't find me. But what we're going to do... See, they can't just shoot down this hole if something flies over. See, I've deliberately gone off on a right angle, so there's no possible way that they can shoot down here if anyone does come by. But we're going to place our survival constructor. Okay, sorry about that. I just had to have a big sneeze. And what's different to other survival games is you actually use machines to craft all your things rather than doing it in your inventory. So we're going to put all our resources in there. Put the core in there, the pellets, the magnesium, the cobalt. It'll be right for now. And I'm going to make some... First up, can I make fuel charges yet? Drill charges? Promethium and metal pieces. Okay, so we'll have a look at metal pieces. What do we need for that? Iron ingots. That's right, we'll say we'll make 10 of those because we are going to need a lot more drill charges. I'll just make these first. and then I'll queue up a whole lot of the other things that we'll need. But the first few machines you really need to get your base going, well, you do need to make the large constructor, the small generator, and the small fuel tank. Once you've got those, you're all right. And after that, make the clone chamber too, because that's a spawning point. But that's going to be our priority, getting those three done. See that they take a whole bunch of different components, like the... I wish I wouldn't do that. It switches off this little window here that tells you what you need when this finishes crafting down here. But the large constructor, see, that needs 2 computers, 2 control devices, 5 electronics, 10 metal components, 4 cables, 2 motors, and 2 pipes. But a lot of those things we have to make out of other components here, so it can be a bit of a mission getting like the right amount of all these different things and not running out and having just enough of these 3. But since I've picked up a bit of that ore out and about, I should be alright to make all these. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a cup of tea and queue all these things that are needed to make these machines, and sit back and wait and drink my cup of tea while those craft. Now, as I said before, I think, about my only criticism of this game is the start is quite slow, but once you get these 3 things built, you're good to go. You're good to go. So yeah, I'll bring you back in a little bit. Okay, welcome back. I've finished my cup of tea, and I've been crafting some of these. See, this bit here does take quite a long time. Well, I've probably been sitting here, 10 or 15 minutes crafting all these different things I need, and I'm really just down to the component stage. I have built the small fuel tank though, but I'm still a few pieces short from the small generator and the large constructor. I thought it'd be a good time to show you the skill tree as well. I spent some skill points, I had like about 30 skill points, and I got the O2 station that'll replenish our suit's oxygen. See, it doesn't just replenish on its own, you actually have to fill it up. And I've got the fridge as well, that'll be to stop food spoiling. I've got the cannon turret for some defense. What else did I get? Miscellaneous, I think. I got the cargo box, so I'll be able to dump off a lot of my stuff now once I build one of those. A small ammo box, that's for the turret as well. The O2 generator, I think I'll stick a few more of those outside. And I got the repair and remove tool, that's really handy. It's just like the drill, except you can just remove blocks. I've got the work light, because unfortunately this game does get quite dark at night time, as you'd imagine, especially if you're in a cave like I am at the moment. And then once I get level 7, I'll get that work light. Now that's a placeable light you can stick anywhere. And it doesn't seem to drain the power on your base. No, it doesn't, because it doesn't have a kilowatt rating on it. If machines have a kilowatt rating, they'll... Oh, I should have got the assault rifle too. That's right, I'll get that in my next level. But yeah, if they've got a kilowatt rating, they'll drain the power on your base. See this one here, it's got... I might just stop that for a minute, so we'll have a look. See, 250 kilowatts for the large constructor, and that's the small generator that's producing 1 megawatt. So if you don't have enough power to power all your machines, so I'm not sure if some of them don't work or all of them don't work or what, but you know, whatever. But yeah, I'll bring you back once all this stuff's finished building. Might bring you back in the daytime so we can go run around and explore and stuff. So yeah, I'll be back. Okay, welcome back. There was a long night in my dark hole, but you see I've made my hole a lot bigger through the night too. I've dug out, there's quite a big chamber in here I've dug out too, because we will need a lot of room to put all our machines. Now I've finally finished building all those machines. It took bloody ages, all night. Oh, I better eat something. I'll just have one. Yeah, it took like all night, all the game night to make those. So that was probably, what, 15-20 minutes or something? But yeah, I've made all my machines. I'll just put it out of there for a minute. Yeah, I've made all my machines. I've got the large constructor, the small generator, the small fuel tank. I made a whole bunch of fuel packs. I made 2 water generators, because we're going to need a whole lot of water. And I've been leaving the constructor to do its thing while I'm away. I'm building a base starter too, so we'll start building a base when we get back. Made a whole lot of these wood blocks. We're going to use those for flooring and some walls down here. Just interior walls and things is okay, but like if I was building above ground, I'd build probably steel or concrete or something. Be making some rock dust because I'll need that for the farms and things later on. I picked up a little bit of ore while I was mining there, so I made a whole bunch of powder and stuff. But yeah, let's go out and about, eh? Oops. Okay, let's go. Now, I dug a little bit of an entrance, so I should be able to get out of here. The only problem is, though, in some spots here you can see the survival constructor down the hole, but that'll be right. Should be able to jetpack out of here, I think. Oh, I might need to go one higher, I think. Here's my drill. Okay, I'll get rid of this. Yeah, that's good, that's good. Okay, let's have a quick look at the map. I think our water, or our O2 generator's down there, so I might stick these other ones in about the same place, I think. See, I'm going to have to, like, make a proper entrance, because this is a bit rubbish, getting in and out of. Yeah. It's pretty quiet out and about today, isn't it? No one around, no locals. That's alright. There's a cobalt way over there. Oh, getting a bit of lag in this bit. There's my generator. Now see how much it's made overnight, because we put that down quite early. Well, it's made 25, that's alright. Okay, let's fill that up. And we're going to place these too. It would be easier if I just kind of stuck it right next to this one here, eh? Like sort of there or something. Then I can just sort of stand in a line and feed them up and empty them. Okay. Let's go back a bit and put it like there. Yeah, that'll be right. Okay, fill it up with power. Fill this one up too. Oh, don't quite have enough for that one, but that's alright, we can always make some more. Okay, something we're going to need. We're going to go diving today, so I'm going to put my helmet on. Empty hands. Now we're looking for seaweed, so call out if you see some. How do I dive downwards? I don't think I'm very deep, am I? Hold on, let's figure that out. Okay, yeah, I must be fairly deep, because... Oh no, I'm just at the surface. There's some if I can get down to it. Hold on a minute. Okay, welcome back. Yeah, I figured it out. It's the C key to dive. Yeah, I just had to look that up on the wiki quickly because I haven't really played this much. So. See, I've got a whole lot of oxygen, so I'll pick up as much as this as I can really to begin with. And then when I start to get low, I'll jetpack my way out. Because this is something we need for our farm, I think, seaweed. Is it seaweed? But we need it for something, I know we do, but we'll get back to that. You can probably eat it too, actually. Like sushi, you know. What's that down there? Blue crystal. I don't know what that's for, but I'll take it. Oxygen's way over half, that's cool, that's cool. So we'll be able to dive around here for a little while yet. Unfortunately, it doesn't show the depth yet. 2 seaweed? Yeah, we'll take that. What's this thing? Drop a little coral or something? I was trying to pick something up there. What was it? Alien thorn. I don't know what the heck they do. Is that another one? No, it's just a weird plant. More seaweed. More seaweed. Weird little barnacle things. I think there's more seaweed there. Yeah, I still don't know yet if there's any monsters under the sea. I suppose they'll add those eventually. Hey, it'd be cool if they do. So you'd have to build your own like little submarines and things. I suppose you can just use your normal space vessel underwater as well, but it would be cool to have like a dedicated submarine if, you know, if you find an ocean that's big enough to make it worthwhile, you know. Okay, I've just picked that one. Where am I on the map? Yeah, let's carry down this coast. Alien Thorn? I don't know what half these things are for actually, but I'll pick them up anyway because you get experience points when you pick them up. And I think I have leveled up again, so when we get back I think I might make the assault rifle. Is there anything else down here? We'll get the seaweed. Is that another one too? Alien Thorn. There's my inventory. Oh yeah, my inventory's looking pretty good. There's probably enough seaweed to be honest. Okay, let's get out of here. Well, quite a long way from sea, aren't I? A long way from shore, I mean. Now, is there a way to swim that you don't just keep bouncing through the surface like this? I haven't quite figured that out. Oh, holding the space bar? Maybe? Okay, that's alright. We might go and kill some animals in a minute. Get some food. This bit isn't probably particularly exciting, but it's the first time I've been out on the water, so I thought I'd, might as well show you that bit too. It's actually quite a long swim. I got quite a long way from shore. That's alright. Nearly there. I think if this was me swimming in actual real life, I probably would have drowned by now. I'm not a very good swimmer. I suppose I can kind of doggy paddle flop my way across this lake, but... yeah, nearly there. Jeez. Okay, finally. Now what did we pick up when we were down there? We got some seaweed, alien thorn and blue crystal. Oh, I don't know what that's used for, but that's alright, we'll figure that out when we come to it, I guess. Okay, cool. Now something we need to find in here is fibre. There's like little plants you can pick up and they'll give you fibre, but that's a food plant, we'll pick that anyway. Because I think we need the fibre to be able to make more planting pots for our food. I might have a look in this bit here. That was a whole bunch of stuff, I think, in that other valley. Is that one? Fibre. Okay, if I found one here, there's bound to be more of them, so I might just poke around here. But there's some sugar cane. No, it's just normal little bushes. I think that's more sugar cane. Yeah, that's more fibre there. And we're going to need a whole bunch of this, because food is one thing you really have to be careful of in this game. Like I said, yeah, I haven't played it too much, but like for what I have played, I ran out of food pretty quickly. Like, you do get survival rations, and they'll last you for, or emergency rations, they'll last you for a good few days. You know? But without your own supply of food coming in, or without hunting animals, you'll run out of food really quickly. Or quick enough it'll be a problem. I'll go and have a look over here, eh? Jetpack. While my stamina regenerates. That's a good thing, eh? Because you're not just reduced to a crawl all the time. You can just use the jetpack, eh? If you're out of stamina. It's a weird little forest. Now, once again, this game is in development too, so a lot of things as we go along. there might be more things added, and there are more monsters, more planets, more function, you know. So it's kind of cool. It's quite exciting being playing a game like this that's in development, because you never really know what's coming around the corner. I try to keep myself spoiler free if I can. I do watch a few other people play it on YouTube, so it's good to sort of have an idea about what the game's on about, you know, before you jump in. Well, it was for me before I played. It was good sort of knowing a little bit about it. Minigun drone, Epsilon Outpost. So that's an alien base. I think we'll just leave him until we get better guns. I will go and have a look, but there's a drone there too, and yeah, they'll be quite tough to take down just with my crappy pistol. So I'll build the assault rifle when I get back, and yeah, then we'll go and kill some drones, steal their stuff. See, drones drop quite good loot too. Like quite a lot of like electrical components and like all the components you need to make other things basically. So I think these mushrooms, we can use those to make medical kits. So pick those up if you can, if you come across them. Where am I? Oh yeah, I'm just over the hill from my base. So yeah, that's a good place to start actually. So we can build up here a little bit, and then we'll go and raid that base. But I will need a decent gun, and I'll probably need to, you know, build a few more different machines and things first, or at least put the machines down that I've already built. You know, well, this is a bit looking sketchy coming down here, but it'll be alright. Okay, cool. I might just dump some of this stuff off, so I've got a bit of room to sort of play around with it. Eat those. Whoops. Oh no, I'll just put this stuff down. It'll be alright. See, that doesn't have a perish time. Fibre doesn't either, which is good. Sugar cane, that doesn't. So that's good. Yeah, cool. Okay, one thing I made was the base starter block. That's the first piece you put down. I'll better take my helmet off. Okay. So the base starter block. And we'll stick it like... See, they can kind of see down that way. So we'll put it like over here in the corner, I think. Looks like a good spot. Okay, cool. And you might be wondering why I built a whole bunch of those wooden blocks. I'll show you in a second. Now you can't put your machines just down on the ground anywhere. Oh, well, not the base ones. You can, like the generator ones, like the water and you know, the oxygen one. But your normal base blocks, your normal base machines, like the large constructor, the generator, the fuel tank, the cargo box, all those things, you actually have to either build a floor or build a wall and stick them to the side of the wall. You know? So I'm just going to use these wooden blocks to make a cheap floor. So then I can stick my machines down on top of it. It won't be pretty, but like to start with, this is probably a good way to go. So you build a bit of a platform. And then later on, what we'll do is we'll tunnel more rooms into the side of this mountain. Like one for our farm and you know, other things like that. Maybe a landing pad and things once we get to build a spaceship. That'd be cool, like a mountainside hangar kind of thing. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty good. At least for this bit. Yeah, that'll do. Now they can see sort of... They can kind of just see, like on the edge, like down here, into my constructor. So what I'll do is I'll put my other one sort of around the corner a bit. Like probably in this spot here. Okay, so we'll put a large constructor there. Or actually, maybe by the door, because then that'll be kind of handy, won't it? But then they might be able to see it once I mine away that magnesium up there. Eh? So we'll put it there. that'll be alright. Okay, and we'll get a small generator. Now you don't actually need to access this, so you can chuck it up the back out of the way. It doesn't matter. And our fuel tank. We can stick like somewhere out of the way. You do need to get into this fuel tank too, so it's worthwhile putting it in a spot that's reasonably accessible. Yeah, we'll just stick it over there. That'll be alright. And our clone chamber. We'll stick it. Oh, so it'll have to be somewhere safe because you really don't want this getting destroyed. And we'll turn it around using the home key. That'll be right. And that's the first few buildings you need for your base. We've got a large constructor, we've got the fuel tank, we've got the generator at the back, and we've got our clone chamber. Cool, cool. And let's turn it on. Oh, did I make some more fuel packs? I think I used them all in my thingy, didn't I? Okay, let's make a couple more of those. And we'll power it up. And press the Y key to turn it on. Now these are sounds you'll get used to, this sort of clunking industrial noise as you play this game. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these resources out. Actually, I'll leave sort of about half in there, because I'll be able to use that to craft as well. I'll take all these components. I'll take that control device. That looks pretty good. Okay. Now I'll put these in the large constructor. And we'll be able to make more advanced items in here. Now you see already it's unlocked a whole lot more different ones, but you see there's a lot more machines we can make now too. Food processor, oxygen tanks, O2 station, clone chamber, cargo box, all sorts of things, eh? So that's cool. Yeah, well, I might leave it here for now, and I'll bring you guys back once I'm a bit more organised and I've done a little bit of building and tunnelling.